spirit on to learn the truth. Basically, once you get in this truth, you can't forget about those who are not in the truth, man. You know, so we out here to feed the flock, the fatherless and the widow, man. Okay?
It says, give to the poor, defend the orphan.
Yeah, the poor, the orphan, the poor in what? The poor in knowledge. The orphan is a person that don't have a parents, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked.
Yep. And all that has to do with knowledge, man. Clothe the naked. That's why Adam and Eve were considered naked, because they left off and took on a different God. They left the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the Most High for another sect of knowledge. That's why they were considered naked, man. Okay?
This is Exodus 32 and 25. This is when Israel was messing around with the calf and shit. It says, and when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame amongst their enemies, man.
Yep, it all connects, man.
So going off, man.
It all connects. Going off is basically taking on another God, or taking on the laws of another God makes you naked, man. You know? It totally exposes you, you know? Like, you can't, you're open. You can't do nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? When people see your mistake, there's no way you can correct it because you ain't got no clothes, man. You can't cover up. You know? Go ahead.
Heal the broken and the weak. Laugh not a lame man to scorn.
Yeah, you know, basically, we're here to build up Israel, the elect of Israel. And all our videos throughout GMS are exhorting videos, man. Because it's all informational, man. Going into history, the definitions, that's building up Israel, man. That's healing the broken bones. Now, if you see somebody going off, you know what I'm saying, we will correct you, man. We wouldn't have somebody sat there on the highways and just laugh the nigga that was foolish to scorn. Only way that happened is when you trying to glue a pot shit together, man. You know? Like when you see a nigga that just don't want to get right, he talking shit. Because what the scriptures say, after the first admonition, you reject him, man. A man that's a heretic, okay? So we tell you an Israelite, and we tell you all these, and we break the scriptures down, you're going to talk this shit. We're going to laugh at you, we're going to mock you, we're going to do all these things, man. But when you're talking about somebody walk up, they don't know nothing, and we just laughing at them, and laughing, you're like, I want to know, man. Just tell me if it, nah, man, this ain't for you. You know, well, that's fucked up shit, man. Go ahead.
So like I'm gonna say, cause that the stammering lips, you know what I'm saying? That's the stammering lips. That ties in with mocking. You know what I'm saying? If they come up talking shit, you know we gonna mock your ass, man.
Yeah. It's well deserved. Now if a person comes up and say, I wanna know what y'all talking about, smoking a cigarette with a shaved beard, we go to laughing at him and yeah, you ain't right, you ain't on no level. Blah 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 blah. We started, talking shit about him, and he was open to getting the knowledge. You're not supposed to do that, man. Okay, because that's a fatherless, that's an orphan. Obviously, he's an orphan. If he's smoking, he got no beard or things like that. You know, obviously he's under a different banner. You know, go ahead.
It says, laugh not a lame man to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind man come into the sight of my clearness. Keep the old and young within thy walls. Wheresoever thou findest the dead, take them and bury them, and I will give thee the first place in my resurrection. Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurture.
Yeah, nourish thy children, you know. That's literal, could be. That is literal and spiritual. You know, you're supposed to be raising up your kids to operate in a certain light, man. You know? One of the main things is leading by example, man. Because your children pick up on shit that they see you do all the time, man. You know, I got my little kid, I seen her walking with the phone on her face, you know? You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck she get that from? How she know how to do that? You know, phones didn't exist. Kids don't just know how to pick up a phone and say, oh, let me put this on my face. You know? They see that, man. They see that's what you do with this motherfucker. You know? That's what y'all do when you got this and you do this. They know to go for it, man. So you're supposed to raise your kids up, man. So you lead yourself, you lead by example. Your woman supposed to be having a head cover, adorning herself in modest apparel, now is wearing skimpy clothes, tight shit. You know, your daughter gonna, you know, grow up wearing tight shit, or your son, you out here smoking and doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Going in the club, your son gonna go in the club, and then if there ain't a nigga in the house, the world is gonna teach him. He gonna do whatever he take his spirit take interest in, man. You know, the first demon that knock at the door, he's gonna be cool with, man. Because them demons are very deceptive. They're gonna go at your weakness, man. They're gonna go for what you like, man. You know, a demon like a little pedophile. You want some candy, you know? Get you to go be cool with them, and they're gonna get you to fellowship with them after that, man. You know? Huh? Yeah. Put up on that white van with them Skechers. Them Skechers laced up tight. The New Balance laced up all the way to the top. Yeah. You know?
It says, "O thou good," it said, "Nourish," verse 25, "Nourish thy children, O thou good nurture, establish their feet. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish."
Yeah, so the Most High said basically, because that's I said literal and figurative or spiritual. It's not figurative, it's spiritual. The spiritual part is our parents is the eldest, man. Okay? And he said basically the ones that you raise up properly, you're gonna be good. You know? Does that mean when somebody fall out that you ain't right? You know, like there's certain levels that applies as true. But when niggas fall out of GMS, it be like, see, I told you GMS wasn't right. Cause niggas for you saying Yahweh Shai wasn't right because Judas left? You know?
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai been knew he was gonna leave too. You know? Like or when he was at the shore, when he started giving out that bread and that wine, you know, he had to ask Peter, and them, you gonna leave me too? You know, masses left him. You know, this ain't for everybody, man. You know, that's all that means. You know, you can't sit there and say, oh, niggas dropping out Jim man left and right. No, they ain't right. No, it's a time of sifting, man. And that's what's going on. The weak is falling off, man. Them dead leaves and all that. The tree is being purged. It's being pruned. Okay?
And I was just thinking that when you said that, you know, in a parabolic sense, it's like, you know, because once the food was gone, they like, well, what are we still here for? You know,
like, get out of here.
It's just like people coming to this truth and they, you know, they die out. You know, it's like
it's that wisdom being sweet as honey when it hit that mouth.
Yeah, yep.
Then it hit that belly, like, man, it ain't sweet no more. What the fuck am I still here for?
Yep.
Let me get out of here.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
We understood the vitamins and the minerals and the after effect, you know? We was like, man, hey, don't worry about it. Just chill out, man. Your body gonna be used to it, man. You know? It's honey. Because you can't give a child honey, man. You know? A child will fuck around and have a stomach disease or some shit because their body can't digest it. You know, but we're not babies, man. They'll tear that honey up. I bet money you give a child honey, they'll fuck that shit up. But they'll die, you know? But it's made for older people. Then when you get older, you get them teeth on point. Then you get to eat that meat, man. You know, get to chew on that meat. You know, go ahead.
Verse 26. It says, "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number."
He will require them. They're going to be there. The Most High said He gonna sift the house of Israel, and none shall fall from His hands. That's what that is applying to. Basically, all the elect here is going to be the elect. You know, basically, what's that informing the elders and other heads of camps and things like that? Teach right, teach it right. Don't worry about if a nigga gonna leave or not, man. Because if he leave, he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. You know, do what the Most High came to call you to do. Don't be like, oh, I don't want to hurt this brother feelings, or I don't want him to leave. No, we out here teaching truth, man. That's why when people hear us speaking a certain language, speaking a certain way, how you expect somebody to wake up? Y'all speaking, y'all yelling, you telling people, you judging people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it don't fucking matter, man. It really don't. If the Most High ordained you to wake up, if you ain't wake up from my message, you gonna wake up from something. You know? And whatever I said, it's gonna correlate into whatever you learn because I'm speaking the truth. You know? or one of these brothers, if this brother say something and then I explain it a different way, you may like the way I said it, but you still gonna understand what he meant when you understand what I said. Okay? Either way it goes, you're like, okay, since you put it that way, I got you now.
Okay.
Either way it go, you understand it, and you're gonna respect that person later on, man. Just like our parents. When your parents tell you to do shit you really don't want to do, and then later on in life, you realize why they say that. You go through that shit, and then you're like, okay, that's why you don't do that. That's why my mom and my dad was saying don't do that. Now, you know, but when they was telling you, they was pissing you off at the time. You know? So that's the same thing with us. You make me the forward person, make me the gentle person. But at the end of the day, once you get that truth, you're gonna respect both. You know? It ain't like you're gonna hang around a gentle prophet all day and be like, I don't like them forward prophets. You're gonna hang around both and be like, okay, you know, I see why. I see why it's like that, you know? And they ain't gonna stop you from getting the word. And the Most High ordained you to open up your ears, man. That truth gonna get in, man. You can't stop the Most High. That's basically saying I got GMS got the power to fuck up the elect, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Cause we curse or we out here. How you gonna wake up people up? So you saying that's what I'm gonna ask the person next time. You saying I got more power than the Most High? You know, the Most High ordained a sect, 144,000 plus mixed multitude to get the truth. You saying I got the power to stop that with a word, like fucking shit? You think that man, you gotta be out your fucking mind. That's what I'm saying. That shit be illogical.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It's illogical. Then you say the Most High is all powerful. He can do all things. Like the Most High is unstoppable. You mean the word fuck shit gonna stop people from making it? You must be out your mind, man. You know, I've heard worse. We've been doing worse. You know, niggas hung us behind the Bible, but yet here it is. They hung us with the Bible and they hung us for reading both, and we still dealing with this book. You can't stop the Most High, man. I don't care what happened, man. That's the worst, is to fucking wipe out a nation by using a book. Like all these Asiatic black niggas, like whoever them niggas think they is nowadays. How y'all think y'all are? Oh, that Bible didn't put us in slavery. A lot of shit put us in slavery, man. Yeah, you know, a lot of shit. You know, it's countless of things, but they use the Bible just like they use fucking food too, man. They use taxes. You know, you gonna still pay your fucking taxes, Social Security.
All that shit.
You know?
Your own fucking cell phone, man. You can't go nowhere, nigga. You know where you at.
Because they use a law to put your ass in jail for 20 years, you gonna come out and break the law? Your ass gonna keep that law. You know? That's stupid, man. You can respect the white man, but you can't respect the Most High for putting his foot up your ass, man. You know? Go ahead.
It's kind of like we was just speaking on as far as the honey and all that niggas leaving. It say, verse 27, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Yes, stop your bitching. Just go through it, man. Ain't no other option. I mean, you could quit, but quitting is satisfying at the moment. But once you look back and you be like, damn, man, I just kept pushing, you know. And like, damn, and it's hard to get back on, man. It's hard to get back on, especially knowing you at a pace. You know, it's like us getting old. You know what I'm saying? And like when you was in high school, you were balling or something, you know, and you getting it, and that's when you was really balling. You ball every day, and then you get so hip to doing it, it's a habit, and then you stop balling as much. You quit, but you still kind of do it, and then you try to get back on that on that horse, you know. And these youngsters is running like it's hard to now you know what you got to do to get better, but it's hard to sit there and do that. It's hard to run killer, what is it called, killer mans?
Suicides.
To run suicides. It's hard to run do all these. You like, man, I can't, you know. But what if you would have kept doing it all the way up to that point? It'd have been just easy as cake, man. You know. That's how it'd be like then when I've been in the gym. I had my daughter and I stopped going for like a half a year. You know. I try to get back up in there and roll with these little motherfuckers, man. These motherfuckers running and shit. I'm about to pass out, man. I was like, man. And I was mad, like, man, I should, you know, it made you not want to quit, man. And that's how it is with the truth. Don't quit, because once you know, it's going to be like the verses with the oil, of course. But at the same time, you You gotta exercise these muscles continuously, man. You gotta continuously be doing push-ups in the truth, basically, man.
Bodily exercise, profit little.
Yep.
But it's all about
That spiritual exercise. You know, you gotta constantly, you know, exercising the muscles, because once you get off, it's gonna be hard to get back on, man. You know how many precepts, all them precepts you remember, and then you just go and be in the world and you come back, you're gonna be on some dumb shit. Like you know, our predecessors, man. I don't know. I seen what they was on before, and I see what they on now, and they on some dumb shit, man. It's hard to go to, you gonna pull a muscle, man. You gonna fuck yourself up, man. Trying to, you know, do a double spin kick, man. You ain't do that shit in like 10 years, man. I done seen niggas, man. I used to do this. I used to do taekwondo and they do a karate. That shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you look like you did it, but like your shit was weak. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not believable because they quit, man. But you know somebody that's been doing that shit and they still doing it, man. You know? Like, you gonna be like, how the fuck this motherfucker still, you know? Like, I went to the gym the other day, man. I was getting it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because brothers can attest, I be fucking shadow boxing and shit. You know, I still keep a habit of certain shit. I may not be in shape as far as a